Patrick here, Half Cheetah Will View, and we are back for another film review. So I'm pretty interested in talking about this one. I even did something. I even did made extensive notes, so I should tell you something of what I think about this movie. First, I want to thank my good friend Jeff over Jeff Michaels for sending me a copy of 2023's Lion Girl. This is put out by Tory and was distributed here in the United States by Cleopatra. This will actually be our second Cleopatra film, relatively short, as we had watched and reviewed Frost earlier. So, Lion Girl was created by Go Naegi. He is a very famous Japanese manga artist and storyteller, creator, and his mangas are legendary. And and so they decided to make one of his movies into a live action film. This movie was written and directed by Kiria. Hold on here. I want to get this right. Kurando Mitsutake, and he also does a great director's commentary on the movie as well. Uh, and so this movie is really cool. It stars Tory Griffith as Lion Girl. We have Daiman Raven as Ken, who's her trainer and bodyguard and mentor. It also features David Sakakuri as Yoshi, or as he wants to be known as Anaconda, and also stars in a small role Katrina Waters, who you guys might remember from the WWE, where she played Katie Birchill. Um, and also, the big star here, probably the one name people will recognize, is Derek Mears, who, of course, played a terrific Jason in the Friday the 13th remake. And he also starred in a Swamp Thing. He also appeared in, he did a Swamp Thing. Not only did he did the 10 episodes that never got seen, but he also popped up in The Flash as Swamp Thing. Interesting. Interesting. So the movie is this. The movie is sometime in the future, 2045. Earth is hit by a massive shower of meteors, and basically, the meteors have come and they have basically pounded the Earth until all land has just been destroyed. Um, Sort of think of like Waterworld in a sense. The only place that still has any sort of suitable landmass is area around Tokyo, Japan. Um, so that's where basically all humanity is there. And of course, being in that situation, there's all sorts of shenanigans going on, including that the meteors they have spores inside of them, and if you get within range of these meteorite spores, you'll be changed into a creature called an anorok. And anorok basically they don't become zombies; they become demons or aliens, and then they kill you. They steal humans' life force. So once you get caught with this, you're not in a good spot, and anoroks will kill anybody and everybody. Unfortunately, that's bad for everybody on by Tokyo. But there is a defender because Tokyo has fallen underneath a fascist regime, and that's led by warlords, samurai warlords. Um, but luckily for the people of Japan, they have a hero, and that is Lion Girl. So Lion Girl fights for the weak, defends the weak, fights the strong, and to preserve people's freedom and livelihood, and she's able to take on these anoroks and kill them in various attacks. This is very much a comic book type of film. A lot of everything you see is explained in bright fonts, and upper on the right hand corner you'll see different attacks described. It's pretty cool. It is cool. I liked it. Um, so Lion Girl and her mentor Ken and Yoshi, basically we meet Lion Girl. We see her powers in effect, and she's really strong, but she's really young, and she still has a lot to learn. And uh, Ken's best friend, had married Lion Girl's mother, and unfortunately, her mother died, and her father got sick, and he's going to be changing into an Anorak soon. So he asked Ken to help kill him, because he doesn't want to come back as an Anorak. And he also says, protect my daughter. And so that's what they do. Um, and they go around, they help people out on different missions, to get to safety, what safety there is. Ken and Lion Girl will do that. And so they're going to help this another father and daughter find sanctuary. And so with David in tow, they're going to go, or Yoshi in tow, they're going to go find it. And of course, then they meet Derek Mears, um, who's the big baddie, and he is a bad guy. He's not a nice guy at all, and he's very good in this too. Derek Mears, wow, it just really makes you sort of frustrated as a movie fan, a fan of their work. It's the fact they don't get very many speaking roles, which is frustrating because Derek Mears did an excellent job here. He was fantastic. I think Tyler Mane. Tyler Mane is a fantastic actor too, but he doesn't get a chance to really get out there and stretch his wings a lot and say a lot of things with dialogue. I'm sure that Brett Wagner probably has the same frustration with some of his roles. He's just there for the body and not for the talent, and that's frustrating as a fan because I know these guys could do the work. They can act. Derek Mears is great in this. Um, so he plays the bad guy, and they're after Lion Girl and for a secret that she holds. All right. So let me just talk about a little bit about the movie itself because there's a lot to talk about. Um, wow, this movie was actually made in Los Angeles. They shot it during the pandemic, and according to Kurando, the Mitsutake, the director, during his commentary, he mentions how Toei, the company who wanted to do the film, um, they offered him a chance to bring in more production partners because they had a very low budget, and so but of course he says that with the more partners that were in, the less that he will be able, the less of the stories he'd be able to tell. And his story, just like the manga, involves a lot of violence, a lot of graphic violence, and a hell of a lot of nudity. This movie is a throwback. In fact, I'm not even sure if it is a throwback. It might be. This is our young actress Tory Griffith is nude for probably about 50% of the movie, of her appearance, and she's a really cute girl. And we can understand initially the first part of the nudity, but wow, after a while you start really shaking your head about it because it's like, is it really needed? But then you find out in the manga that's how it's made. That's the story it tells. That's how it got a popularity. So Mitsutake, as the director, he knows this, and so he says, well, if we bring in more partners, they're going to have more say, and they're not going to want to have as much violence. The movie will lose its edge in terms of losing its violence and its nudity, which is what fans will be looking for. So he declined. He declined to have a much bigger budget, stayed with his own budget, and made the movie that he wanted to make. And it's a fantastic movie. Every penny that he had in his budget except for 150,000, which went into COVID protocols. But every penny he had after that is on the screen. It's heartfelt. The movie's heartfelt. Um, it's a lot of fun to watch. The fight scenes are not bad. The effects are cool. I really like the effects. I mean, for what it is, it's very cool. Like I said, Derek Mears is on there playing a terrific bad guy. I really liked this movie quite a bit. I really did. I thought it was really well done. I thought the acting was really strong too for a movie like this. Damon Raven, who played Ken, the guardian, the mentor. He was really good in this as well. He was a badass, and there's some humor in here too. There's a lot of humor in here. It's not just not just grim face and attacking and killing everything in sight. There's a lot of humor. That's when we find out Yoshi wants to be known as Anaconda. That was hilarious. And so overall, I highly recommend this movie. Lion Girl, hell yeah, a lot of fun. And I'm really happy to see that Cleopatra put it out again. That's 2 movies in a row now that I've gotten from them that they have put out. They have delivered. As Frost delivered for me before, and now Lion Girl here now. It seems like a lot of these smaller companies now are starting to really make some inroads here as far as quality of their material. We used to look at these companies and sit there and say no budget companies, and their movies are going to be bad, but that's really not the case here. And of course, I'm going to mention this between like movies between companies like Cinephobia releasing, and now you have Dark Sky. Dark Sky doesn't get hardly any love anymore. Film Movement. Now we got Cleopatra in the mix. Hell, even Wild Eyes get into the mix with their Visual Vengeance line of films that have really been really popular, as long as the Vestron line of films that Lionsgate has put out for us. These are all franchises or distributors that are all underneath the radar. Of course, as I've been showing you, this has been home released, so you should be able to get this probably on the website. I'll put that down there. I'll put MVD Visual, who we've heard about MVD movies from Hobbs Horror. He gets movies and reviews them. This is my first MVD Visual. So you can be able to. I'll put the MVD on here as well as Cleopatra and Tohi, so you guys can all go over there and check that out. And you already know your boy here will be going on the road now that the strikes is over, and trying to get someone to talk to us from this movie, because I really like to talk to the director. But maybe we'll get Tory Griffith on too. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe we'll get Daiman Raven too. That would be cool. All right. Highly recommend this. Loved it a lot. So if you get a chance to see Lion Girl, by all means do. It should be on Prime or Amazon or Amazon Prime or Peacock or so. Well, I don't know about Peacock, but Amazon it should be on. Maybe, hopefully, even Shudder. I don't know. But it's out there for streaming. But I would buy a home copy. If you're into action and adventure, and Toei, the home of the Power Rangers franchise, they put out some great movies in the past, including, like I said, the Power Rangers and Yongary, the Monster from the Deep, back in 1967. So Toei's been around for a long, long time. I'm sure Casey from Interweb Kaiju knows Toei's work very, very well. They've been around for a long time, and highly recommend looking up their past catalog. All right, that's it for us. Thanks for watching. I'm still on vacation, so I won't be probably answering too many comments until I get back in December. But if you feel like leaving a comment down below, that'll be awesome, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.